Okay. Here we go. Let's get this show on the road. All right, welcome everyone. Yeah, well, here we go. Season finale. We're just gonna jump straight into it because I don't have too much time. I'm trying to get this in before dinner. Had a little time off of work. Finally done. Hair's crazy. Haven't just got out of the shower. Figured I'd pop on stream a little bit because later tonight, and maybe I'll be streaming this, but later tonight we'll be playing with Papa Bear 2023. Love Papa Bear 2023. And we'll have, of course, Eggshell on. That's gonna be pretty fun. Who else? Mallory. We'll have a full-on 4-stack. We used to have this 5th called Hot Dog Water. We miss Hot Dog Water. We definitely want Hot Dog Water back, but not sure what he's up to. My hair's sticking up back there. That's crazy. Wild. Alright. Here comes TCU. Yeah, my hair's a mess. TCU has Tyree Gallimore, wide receiver. He decommitted from us and went to TCU. We're not going to see him today because he is redshirted. But TCU is a very formidable team with or without him. Let's go ahead and get this started. They're 8-3 on the year, just barely inside the top 25. A loss today would knock them out of the top 25. A win would probably catapult them up into the top 18. Probably not enough to make... If they make their conference championship, then they'd have a pretty good shot. Of course, as usual, we're going to try to go a little fast. It looks like Antoine Gallo is very fast, so we'll probably want to key in on him. They have a very slow, elusive bruiser in Jojo Tonjas. And then Markel Locke, a fairly fast backfield threat. And then at wide receiver, not a lot of speed here, actually. A lot of probably good hands, but nothing crazy when it comes to speed. At tight end, pure blocker, 91 overall, another pure blocker. Not a lot of speed here either. So very good run blocking team. And then a very solid offensive line. So that is our scouting report. We're going to come in here and we're going to say key on the quarterback and then key on probably the pass game. Because of their speed, I'm probably going to start with safety close and midpoint strong. We'll see how that works. We've had some hit or miss on that. We're going to do the strong safety swap because we're running our Apex. And this is going to be cover 3 match to start off. So you can kind of see here what that does. So we have this pretty heavy box look. Oh, I thought I could pick that off. That was such good coverage by me. I thought I had that. Alright, now we move over to the dime. And I guess I'll run dime. I'll run palms too. I don't love palms, but here I think it's probably helpful. Kind of have the free... Oh, they're going to run the ball. It's a pitch, and we're all over that. That's a 3-yard loss. That forces a long 3rd down now. So we're going to do what we do best. That's bring the load, and then run some cover 2 man. Our favorite kind of play here. And we're gonna use our Kalawaya. Nice. There's something to be said that I should probably adjust my safety depths when it comes to 3rd and long. Like, I probably shouldn't have them so close to the box, but I think that worked out pretty well. We're gonna try to get around this guy. We do spin inside. Oh, get outside. Kesey, and he will score. What a play. That's probably the best ever punt return I've had in this game. The double spin move. That was pretty awesome. And Devin Kesey, we didn't think he'd have as good of a year as he had last year. It's turned out to be pretty darn good. He's gonna break records for most kick returns in college history. I don't know what that number would be, but I'm gonna look that up actually. I'm kind of curious. Most punt return in NCAA history. Got trips. We're gonna stay in what we've been running. We'll start off with palms. That's career return. That's not really what I want. Terrible pass coverage. I don't know who that was that got beat so bad. Let's go to this cover 3 match again. If they end up just airing the ball out, I'm probably going to end up switching out of this midpoint look. Add tackle by me. We've got trips. I'm probably going to have to stay in the over, though. I don't think I can afford to go into the trips with anything else. Where's my palms? Pretty good coverage. That was actually pretty good coverage. I'm not upset with that. Alright, we got another wide trips. This time we're going to go cover 4 quarters. We haven't brought a blitz yet, and I probably won't for a little bit. This is perfect because we've got Wilcox right over the tight end if he goes vertical. And oh, he did go vertical. Oh my gosh, what? The ref blocked me. Can I see that again? Let me turn off the music. So you can see here, first of all, he beats me pretty bad. I don't react to it until it's too late. Ball is thrown, right? Ball is thrown. I clip on the ref. I guess the ref didn't really knock me out. I kind of just wasn't finding the ball quick enough. Maybe that's on me. I'll take the rap for that one. That's not bad. We'll take a 3-yard gain. Another stacks. Let's run buzz match this time. Koopa's got outside. We'll take that. That's good D. 3rd and 5 now, and I think you got to stay in the same lineup we've been running here and probably just run some sort of blitz out of it. Oh, nice play, Trent Godwin. How did he get out there? Did I search most punt returns? Yeah, touchdowns. That's what I want. Most punt return touchdowns. Dante Pettis. Dante Pettis with 9. We're going to break Dante Pettis' record. Dante Pettis, channel legend. I didn't realize he had the most. 9 punt return touchdowns in his college career. That's so cool. Of course, we may remember Dante Pettis as the Salt Lake City Flyer legend that had almost, I think he had the Triple Crown one year. Incredible player for us. All right, and it's our first time on offense. We're going to switch over to base protection. I don't really know what I'm coming out against here. I don't know at all what their defense is. It looks like some sort of... I'm not entirely sure. I don't know why I did that. What a throw, though. Oh, my gosh. What a throw. Look at the cannon. This is a 60-yard pass. It's actually longer than 60. It's a little underthrown, but, I mean, my goodness. And then Tam comes up with it. That's an all-timer right there. We get Tryon down to 3, and we're going to go no huddle. Some shallow cross, maybe. This could be Westbrook's touchdown. This certainly could be Westbrook's touchdown. And it will be. What a drive. I thought that was a pick on the first play. He had a one-on-one down the field, but that's not really his game. So I was not at all expecting that to work out. Nice, we'll take that. 11-yard line, and they'll come out in trips. I'm going to try some cover 6. We'll see how this works. I don't know about this safety midpoint feature. I'm still not convinced on it yet. One-on-one outside. Oh, that was a good throw. Good coverage. I thought actually that was a pretty darn good throw. We'll go palms now. Still haven't sent a blitz yet. And we definitely will, but I don't know when. Taylor Shaddock saved my bacon because that corner route fried me by the slot receiver. Alright, trips Y slot. So now we're going to go into the load. And we're going to run probably a blitz here, actually. Yeah, we're going to run a cross games blitz. We've kind of got Kalawaya bracketing the area. One-on-one down the field, and it's one. I suppose that was probably me to help out there. And that's, yeah. That's not great. All right, we'll have Wilcox kind of line up a little bit inside now. Nice play. So far, we're stopping the run. Their throwing has been a little better than I expected, though. We might have to back out of this. Ah, that was me on the run fit. As I'm talking about it, as soon as I start talking about it. We've got you off trips. I'll probably go quarters again here. That brings Chester down. But then, it's kind of weird, the alignment. Oh gosh, nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to turn off the strong midpoint. I don't think it's really working the way I want it to. Got trips again. Wouldn't mind bringing a blitz, but we don't have a blitz package. Gosh, we're getting fried on the inside. Slants kill us. We'll go back under. And cover 1 to start off this drive, maybe? Or start off this possession, this play. Could have been a pick if I was playing a little better there. Alright, weak slot open. Go back to our cover 3 match. Steps out. Why would he step out? Okay, I'm going to go single mug this time, and I think I'm going to run linebacker 1 dog. I'm going to try to run another blitz. I think we had the right idea last time. We'll keep everybody pressed off. We're just getting picked on. Ezekiel Kukwa is getting absolutely picked on. 5 wide receiver trio, but they're staying in the same personnel. So we'll go normal here. Actually, we'll go load weak. And I'm going to do a DB blitz now. Yeah, we're getting absolutely fried. This is terrible. This is really, really bad. Brutal. All right, 14-10. I might still do key moments here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I didn't expect him to go down, or I would have kept going with that one. So we have not run the ball at all yet, but what if I told you we could still try to run some 4 verts? How about a screen? How about a screen to Chauncey Tam? Does it work to the right? Not super well. Let's hurry up to the line. This one's going R1 or circle. Wasn't a lot open there. We're going to stay in this same look, though. We're going 4 verts again. And we're going to see if they can help hit over the top. Oh, they actually backed off. We got Chauncey Tam down the field, though. Oh, good coverage. Tam still wins it. And he's celebrating. He fumbled. Wow. I mean, in real life, I would bench him, right? Like, you get benched for that. I can't bench the guy who's controlling him, though. That's entirely my fault. Why is my running back tired? How have we possibly run the ball enough in the time I've been simulating? I can't believe I did that. That was so ridiculous. There was just no need for it. That's not going anywhere. This is going to square. That's on us. Doggone it. I should have just gone for it. I can't believe Chauncey Tam had that incredible play. Second of the game. Well, if you're enjoying what you're watching, please leave a like. Subscribe. Helps out tremendously. Tell me what you would do differently if you were coaching this team. My goodness. I'm embarrassed. We're getting diced up on defense. On offense, I am doing that. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh my gosh. We're getting carved up by TCU. 4th down alert. We're going for it. 4th and 2. They want me to go for it. But then when I'm in the thing, it's talking about doing a punt. No! I wanted to throw the ball there. We'll take the first down. I'm not going to complain about a first down. Okay. Yeah, fine. Way to move the ball. That was a touchdown. That was a touchdown. I just accidentally false started them on. I mean, I'm sticking 5 wide here. This is probably going to the left side of the field. Going underneath. That's going to be Cameron for a first down. This is going to take us to the 2-minute. Yep. Can we try this bubble pop? I don't think I've ever run this. This is probably a really good play too. So we're basically just reading the linebacker there to see if he crashes in, and he does, and it's going Oscar Thomas, and he'll walk it into the end zone. Nice. I gotta run that one more often. Like, I've never even considered that one, to be honest. We get a turnover, we get the ball back, and now 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. We're running the ball here. I don't know why Cam Hackney's hurt so often. Like, he's just not in the game very commonly. Touchdown, Louis Samuel. Louis Samuel. Might be how you say his name. And they do score 3. We're back in the red zone, though. We're going to run this verticals Y option. I really like this play. I do think it works better. Well, no, this is probably fine. So yeah, let's run this. Terrible throw. Terrible throw. 3rd and 7 now. We'll run duo. And Hackney into the end zone. We score again. Looks like we're finally doing well in simulation. Now, they do not score. They score a field goal. They score a touchdown. We've got the ball with 4 minutes left in the 4th. This could be the game right here. So we better make sure it's something good. How about a mesh drive? We haven't run a lot of mesh in this season. I'll try to run it here. Underneath, circle, and it's down to the 1. We're definitely going for it here. I'm gonna come out in this Jets drive. See if I like the alignment. I do. First down. Now skip the moment. We end up kicking a field goal. You know what? That's fine. You can kick the field goal. All right, it all comes down to this onside kick. 38-33, the score. I'll let this ride out. Oh, that is a good kick, but Chauncey... No, that's actually Jordan Cobbs. Jordan Cobbs is going to ice the game for us. And that will take us to the end of the game. We are 11-1 on the season, number 1 in the country. And a really good 4th quarter by TCU. Jared Heller with a really good game. I cannot believe that I got the fumble for Chauncey Tam. What does that mean his stats end up as? Rushing, just not really anything to write home about. Throwing, Chauncey Tam 152 through the air. And then Oscar Thomas was 66. That's really good. Defensively, 2 TFLs for Godwin. Sack for Myers, Shadok, and then a half for Ejiofor and Godwin. 1 interception, Kona Wilcox. So that'll take us, we're done with the season. That'll take us to week 15. We'll probably get some commits. We get 5-star edge rusher Alex Clark. Still nothing on Melvin. And we'll be facing the Georgia Bulldogs in a rematch. We just played them. We're playing them again. Bye week for us. Recruiting time now. We've got right edge rusher Alex Clark coming in. And then these 2 players both are hard sells that have had their visit. We're in the lead, so we should pull them in no matter what. Our class now is 18 points higher than Clemson's. That's pretty awesome. We'll go ahead and sim again. Almost level 44. That'd have been nice. But we've got Georgia coming up. Now we can manage our staff here, and I really don't see any reason to move on from either of these guys. I think they've been great. We'll keep them. And of course, we know Georgia, they run that multiple offense, that 3-3-5 tight. Let's go ahead and jump into this one as well. And then that'll just leave the playoffs, which we're guaranteed to be in no matter what. We're in the playoffs. It's just a question of, will we get a bye? I think we'll probably get a bye no matter what. I can't see falling below 4 for losing a conference championship. Doesn't have us on the trophy, I don't think. That'd have been cool. What a little detail. If you're going to show the trophy, you probably should have an update where it shows our team on there. Georgia, of course, has a 99 overall squad, but I don't think they're all that good. We have not struggled in a long time playing them, to be honest. Probably going back to the championship game of season 4, I think that was. Yeah, they've been good on third down this year. They pass more than they run. Of course, we're more balanced in that regard. And I don't quite remember their offense. Let me just double check it. Fairly mobile quarterback with fairly slow running backs. So we're going to definitely key quarterback in this game. And then at wide receiver, I think Chauncey Square and 87 Theo Sinzabacher are really scary. They've got some good speed tight ends, though, as well. So we'll have to pay attention to that. So we're going to read the quarterback on all these, and then the pass. I'm probably going to leave the depths as they are. And we're going to go big nickel. We're actually going to start off in under because they're in an ace offset. So we'll start off with some cover 3 match. I will probably blitz more this game than I did last game. Oh my gosh, Kona Wilcox got absolutely babied right there. What was that? That was terrible. Okay, they're moving the ball very effectively so far. Let's switch over to our cover 9. Okay. Back to deuce. I'm going to go cover 1 now. We're going to do this slant crash. And that's a sack. There we go. That is Pat Acker with the sack. That's what we're trying to generate here. Y off, trips weak. That means quarters coming out. And we'll be using Wilcox. I'm going to try to bracket number 19 inside. That's exactly what I'm going to do. It's over the middle, though. Where is our defense? Did he just read that wrong? Or what's going on here? This is a fairly simple play. He reroutes him. Oh, the linebacker just bit on the run fake. That's what it was. Tremaine Suggs, or Tyler Cormier just bit on the run fake. That's what happened. That's terrible. So it's just a coverage bust. Man, our defense sucks right now. What is going on? This is horrible. Nice. Okay, so what I did there was because there was literally nobody for Ojeda to defend, I switched him over to be a blitz. I'm gonna go back to cover 3 match. I'm gonna try to stay in 1 high most of the game. But if they start really throwing too much over the top, I might have to switch over. Oh my gosh. We got killed. We can sub him out. That's fine. I don't know why it's saying Pat Acker is the replacement. Thought if I could just cut inside and then like stay inside and then just get around that one guy, that would have the best lane for me. But no luck there. Go base protection. I really like base protection. I think it ends up offering the best general blocking. And then if I need to switch out of it, I just have to read the defense. Like here should be good as long as our tackles are fast enough. Now we do have a tight end on an edge rusher, which is generally not a great idea. But because we're running the ball, I'm not that concerned with it. Got one high, which means I'd like to go outside. Bad throw, but we get bailed out by Sure Hands Platinum. Really got bailed out there. I'm gonna run trap. See what they line up in. I don't like what they lined up in, so I'm actually gonna run sail. We're keying on that apex. They dropped 8 on me. Yeah, cover 4 quarters. No, they ran cover 4 quarters. Okay, it's just out of an interesting formation. I hadn't seen that before. I was not ready for that at all. Let's go back to the running game. I tend to not love our setup here. Yeah, I did not like that at all. All right, now we've got 4th down, or 3rd down. And do you see what I see on the outside? Boop! Chauncey Tam. You can't press him like that. If you don't get a good press, he's gone to the races. The Dobby. All right, this one, I'd like to say triangle. It's actually X. It's X. Couldn't stay in bounds, though. Maybe shallow cross? We've got Tam outside. Also got Westbrooks underneath. Thought we could get more out of that. Wildcat spot. Kind of like a little miniature bunch outside. What is there? Yeah, what was that defense? Nobody lined up out there? What are you doing? Let's try a screen to the left. I don't think I've run screens to the left very often. And this looks like we should have numbers outside. Doesn't work. Screens, I don't find that screens work all that well in this game. I've seen people say that you should run screens more, and I like that idea, but I just don't think they work all that well. I'm going to have Cameron run a corner here. I think he's going to fry the outside guy. He did. Boom! Slade Cameron evens this game up. You get him manned up one-on-one. Unless you have outside leverage, you're not winning that route. And I didn't figure they had outside leverage. Maybe head-on, like hat-on-hat leverage or something. Alright. Got 89 yards to defend again. This should not be that difficult. But thus far, it has proved to be quite difficult. Nice defense there. That's Kona Wilcox. Really nice play. We've got Y off trips. Can I run quarters and not get burnt here? Oh, pick it off. Trent Godwin could have had a pick 6 in his final college conference game. Oh, man. I thought he got that. All right, we're going to run some cover 1 robber here on 4th down or 3rd down. Bad throw. Bad throw that should have been a touchdown. Or wide open. Didn't love my options there. Do we go back to the run? Man, it's been so long since we've run the ball. Maybe we try that. This play could work. It's not going to. I don't like pulls in this game. I personally, I'm not a big fan of most of the types of runs in this game. I feel like there's a few good runs that work really well. I stick with those, and the rest of them I don't really jack with. Nice throw, nice catch. Oscar Thomas, man, what a great player. Let's try to go back to this. So here you kind of can see the hole we're hitting. It's off the guard. No, it's not. Fudge. You can't run into this team. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to throw at them. We'll take that. Hurry up to the line. Tiger smash. Right back to Devin Kesey. You know what we're doing? We're going no huddle once again. I wish that I had any other formation to run with this, but I don't. Beautiful, beautiful, nice throw. Gerard Heller dropping in some dimes. Are they reviewing that? They're reviewing that? No. Okay, okay, skip. It's plenty good. Yeah, I have thought Gerard Heller in his senior season, or I didn't think he's a senior. No, he is a senior. He is a senior. I have thought he's been phenomenal. Touchdown, Slade Kimron, second of the game. We go up 7 points. Oh, I thought I was going to have to eat crow on the 7 points thing. I would run my trips buster, but I'm actually going to run cover 1 here. If he got beat outside leverage, I would have been pretty upset. Alright, got ace offset. And I just lost my monitor. I hate this. This is so annoying. It's not coming back either. That's the thing. Guess I'll get that fixed real quick. No, wait. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Never mind. I'm gonna run cover 2 man, and this time I'm gonna run that pirate look. We're gonna shade inside. Who got beat so badly there? I didn't even see who that was. Man, that was terrible. Do we have -1 rushing yard? Did I see that right? That can't be right. No way we as a team have -1 rushing yards. Nice punt. Nice punt. Unfortunately for you, I got the best returner in the history of college football. This is a good look for stretch, I think. We've got numbers. We've got leverage. And we've got a touchdown. We're going to celebrate our way in. Didn't learn a lesson from last game. Did not learn my lesson. Louis Samuel, and now we're going to go ahead and start doing some key moments. They march right down and score a touchdown. We've got a key moment for a third down, though. So hope is not lost. I wish it would tell you which hash you're on. Okay, we're in the middle. And this is just going to be a blast. We've got the leverage inside. Who was that at quarterback? LaMarcus Payne is in at quarterback. Oh, and that's a terrible throw by LaMarcus Payne. He was not ready for the moment. Why is LaMarcus Payne in at quarterback? Why? Jared Heller's career is over. Torn labrum. That's it. This is why you go and you get a really quality backup. He's done. What is going on, by the way? How do I have 0? Oh, they're at the 1. They're at the 1. Thank you for giving me this opportunity at the 1-yard line. Okay, maybe we can make the most of it. We're going to go into halftime with a deficit. This is crazy. I can't believe we lost Gerard Heller for the year. Third and goal at the 1. Slot F wing, and you know what? We're going to come out and goal line. Perfect. I just realized I could have been taking timeouts. That's okay. We'll take one now. So it's going to be 4th down. They're going to go for a kick. Obviously, they're going to tie the game up. All right. Game tied up. Let's go back into this one. I can't believe we lost him for the year. In sim, nonetheless. Oh, that's why I took the timeout. Bye-bye. We're going to start celebrating here. Best returner in the history of college football. Dante Pettis. We've had both of them. Dante Pettis and Devin Kesey. That one wasn't even hard. That was such good blocking. That's how you flip momentum back in your direction. You get the ball to start the second half too. Alright, let's get back into this thing. Now we have to think about things differently because without Jared Heller, I honestly don't know. I don't know what you do. Hate this duo play. If this doesn't work, I've got to strip it out of the playbook. It didn't work necessarily, but we got 4 yards out of it. Could be worse. Let's run halfback dive. I feel like halfback dive works out much better than duo. We'll take that. How about some no huddle? How about this sprint out? It's going to be a triangle. Louis Samuel catches it. Kind of an awkward throw, but we'll take it. We're going to go no huddle again. Over halfback blast. We're going to blast them. Oh, man, if if I'd hit the Jets a little sooner, I think that'd have been a touchdown. Right, now we're going to hit him with the jailbreak screen. They're not going to be ready for this. Horrible blocking, Tom Westbrooks. Horrible, horrible, horrible. You know what I could do? Oh, this is going to Kesey. This is going to Kesey. No, it's not. Kesey has that Heisman, though. Could I run something like this? Gadget at halfback? And then outside zone. It's tough. It's tough to block this edge, but if they can get to this edge. Yeah, that didn't really work. What's up, Prodigy TSN? Welcome, welcome. We are currently in our conference championship and just lost our starting quarterback. He's like 96 overall, 95 overall. He has a torn labrum. He is probably done for the rest of this season. So now we've got to work with LaMarcus Payne. And it's going okay so far. We're beating Georgia. This is number 1 versus number 4, so it's pretty serious. How's your day going, Prodigy? I didn't have a ton of time, so I thought I'd pop on and play some. Yeah, exactly. Oh, we're stood up. 4th and inches, okay. 4th and inches. I think I just power run here. Oh, let's see. Yeah, we got it. No problem. Oh, there we go. There we go. If he had a little more speed and some change of direction, that was a touchdown. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So not too bad. Could be worse. How is your day going? Hopefully a little better than... I mean, my day's been fine, actually. I can't really complain about the day. But that was obviously a terrible tidbit. I'm going to have to motion over Thomas. Posted a video... Or finished a video posting tomorrow prepping for my team builder. Okay. Is that online or offline? I haven't actually messed with Team Builder in this game. I really should take a look at it. I don't have PSN Plus, so I guess that would have to be the first thing I get, but... And then are you doing like the 1-star rebuild Team Builder? I'll have to take a look. I've definitely been wanting more genuine Dynasty content. There's just not a lot, I feel like, on YouTube. A lot of those guys are cheesing a lot of the time, or, you know, doing the head-to-head stuff. And I like head-to-head. I do like watching it, but it's different. Oh, it's online. Okay. So you have like a group of people or something? You do house rules. Cover 3 match, and he's motioning over. Oh, I got him by the ankle. Let's go. Oh, Texas Tech is the shirt we're repping today. This is a really cool thrift find my wife got. So we're repping some Texas Tech. I rep them often. I didn't go there. Not that I didn't consider it, maybe, but didn't end up going there. I don't know why. I just feel like I have to wear their clothes. I think I have 3 shirts from them. There we go. That was great defense. Great defense covering the middle. Obviously, in that cover 1, we don't have outside leverage. Or we do have outside leverage. I mean, we don't have inside leverage, so had to cover that. Ball back. Now, I mean, I kind of want to find out if my quarterback has an arm. I haven't played with him at all. LaMarcus Payne. He's not bad, though. He's almost a 90 overall, so he's still a very solid player. Oh my gosh, Tom Westbrook's fried his defender. We all came in with 85 overall, me and the group, all custom teams in the Great Lake area. Okay. That's pretty cool. So, are you Big Ten then, in that case? That's kind of interesting. I've honestly never thought of taking over a team in Dynasty that's already decent but not great. I feel like 80 in that 80s range is kind of that upper echelon of really good teams that just aren't quite there yet. So that would be kind of a fun idea. Especially if multiple people have an 80 overall team. Now it doesn't mean as much that you're 85 overall because you're playing against actual people with hopefully intelligence. Yeah, I'm not going to pretend to know your friends, but probably smarter than the computer, I would imagine. The computer, I don't find it to be much of a challenge. I mean, this is 99 overall Georgia, and it's not exactly been the toughest game in the world. Touchdown! That's a 21-point lead on the Bulldogs in the conference championship. Really good throw so far by LaMarcus Payne. I mean, I don't think it's a huge drop-off. The speed is certainly not there. Not dual threat. We go from dual threat to backfield creator. I think... Yeah, there we go. All independent so we can play everyone. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's probably the better way to do it, so you're not locked in any schedules. I think recruiting would be so much more fun online. I think, like, one of the biggest issues I have... Let's go ahead and go back to key moments. One of the biggest issues I have with recruiting is it's not hard to do. If you want to get certain guys, it's really not that difficult to get them. And I think it would be so fun playing online where you have other people that are intelligent and can really contend with you in recruiting. It'll be Kalawaya. Here we go. I did not help out over top. Didn't matter. That was bad defense by me. I'm so bad at using my safeties. I really am. All right, we're going to start taking some time off. Let's throw the ball. I'm just not impressed with our run game this year. It's what I've built this team around, and it just has not worked out super well. This one's going either X or R1's way. I'm going to go X. Nice throw. Very good stuff. Yeah, that's pretty cool, though. I definitely would love to do an online Dynasty. Of course, I would need... Eggshell, I don't know if you're currently listening. You're probably playing some 2K, but would love if you got this game. Of course, you'd have to get the PS5 first, but we ran some online Dynasty. I think that'd be crazy. We did do an online franchise at one point on the channel. Or I think we were going to do it on the channel. I don't remember if we actually ended up doing it. It just, it's really hard to keep the online stuff going, I found. So that's awesome that you've got a group of people doing that. That's really cool. Looks like we have a cover 4. I'm going to do this because we have cover 4. And I think it should work out pretty well. And then we're going to half slide to the right. So that should cover them. And let's go. Let's see what happens. What were they in there? I really want to know what they were in. If that was cover 4. Is it going to show me? No. What the heck defense was this? Okay. Looks like cover 4. Safety stays on. Yeah, that looks like cover 4. Apex takes number 2. Outside's Meg with number 1. And then the 3 rec runs with the third guy. Oh, so it leaves him free to poach. That's what happened. He was just able to poach the post. Okay. Built my team to be like Seattle. That's, you know what's funny is that's what I was talking about yesterday in my stream I did yesterday. I also am going to start running a little bit more of that Seattle Mike McDonald. Like defensively for sure. I want to mix in some 4-3, some 3-4. Kind of start running more of a multiple playbook. I'm going to just, I think, keep simming here. Well, you know what? I guess I'm only playing to this game, so I'll stay in it. But they blitz about 20% of the time. That's something I haven't done a whole lot of. I don't do a lot of blitzing. I stay in my base kind of plays and just kind of sit with them, try to beat people one-on-one. I want to switch to... Nice play. Switch to more of that style. They run a lot of 1-high, I think, as well. And I've been running in this series traditionally 2-high. I have switched to a 1-high, though, recently. I probably run 1-high 40% of the time. I'm pretty sure they run it 60% of the time, so... And then offensively, of course, yeah, I mean, you can get a guy like JSN on your team, some sort of slot player that's just so dynamic and always open. Also has pretty sure hands, that'd be great. Hopefully you get somebody a little better than Darnold at quarterback. I think Darnold's great, but, you know, I think Seattle would be even more dominant with a better quarterback. Darnold does what he's asked to do, though. I mean, I really can't complain about him. He's a very solid player. I'm going to probably go ahead and put another point into ground and pound offense, DBs, or DL and LBs, fatigue slower on run plays. I'd really like to get myself to tier 3 and 4. That's kind of what I'm spinning my points towards. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I still haven't put any points into recruiting. Like, I've only got 3 people in recruiting. You run a 4-2-5 with occasional cornerback blitz. Yeah, cornerback blitz is pretty fun. You get one of those boundary archetypes in there. I've been running a little bit of that myself. I'm probably switching out of it next year because I have no boundaries on the roster, I don't think, next year. But I've been very, very happy with the 4-2-5. I've run that all series. I do have a custom playbook where I've thrown 4-3 in as well, just in case they're in a run personnel. I don't want to go anything heavier than 4-3. I think 4-2-5 by default has the penny. Right? 3-3-5 pennies in that base playbook. I probably should add that back. I honestly wouldn't mind running some penny. As Tim Melvin commits another one of these bump and run corners. We have so many bump and run corners next year. And Peter Swain, SEC Player of the Week. Okay. But yeah, I kind of want to switch from the 4-2-5 just because I've been running it so long now. I think it's such a reliable playbook in college. QB threw 5 touchdowns week 1. Oh, nice. That's awesome. So do y'all all have each other on your schedule, I would imagine. That's probably gets pretty tough for everybody to make it into the playoffs then. Tavares Rooney wins Heisman Trophy. I think he's the first Power 5 person, Power 4 person to win in a while. Chuck Bednarik goes to Trent Godwin for 30 TFLs, 10 sacks. That's a pretty good season. Trent Godwin also wins Defensive End of the Year. I believe that's his second time winning both of those awards. He's also going to win the Bronco Nagurski Award. I imagine we have the Jet returner. Doak Walker goes to Cam Hackney. Okay, I didn't expect that to happen at all. 6 yards per carry. That was one of the weakest seasons we've had running the ball, and we still get a Doak Walker. Paycom Jim Thorpe Award. Kona Wilcox. Man, I did not expect so many of these awards. Devin Kesey, Jet Award. Yeah, I expected that. 5 touchdowns. He almost broke the record in just one season. He's well over Dante Pettis' record. Trent Godwin wins the Lombardi Award. And that's it as we go to bye week. Let's look at the National Signing Day as well. This is where we find out the developments of players. And we'll start off with the 2 we missed out on. That is Greg Clark, speedster, 4-star receiver. He has star dev, so very good player. Definitely hurts to miss out on him. And then only impact for 4-star David Ring at right guard. So that's not too bad. We don't know Miles Kalis. So number 1 is 4-star Jim, Tim Gooch, Tyler Gooch, whatever it is. Impact. Impact on a Jim. That's a bit unfortunate. I don't think I've seen that on a 4-star Jim. 5-star athlete, backfield threat. George Dickey has star. Dorian Cribbs. Let me turn on the music too. Probably gonna do away. I like away. Dorian Cribbs has impact for 5-star right tackle. That's not great. 5-star on Trent Agude. Man. Elite Dev on Courtney Holyfield, though. Speed rusher with Elite Dev. So I think that'll work out pretty well for us. 5-star star, pure power, right edge, Alex Clark. Impact on Trey Ordonez. Okay. 5-star thumper with impact. We're not getting super lucky here. 5-star corner with bump and run is impact. Elite dev on Greg Shields, 5-star bump and run though. That's awesome. Star dev on 5-star cornerback Devontae Dell. 4-star quarterback with elite dev Garrison Granger. Oh my, we might have a quarterback controversy in the future. 4-star dual threat with impact, okay. Terrence Heslop, impact. Roy Forte, impact. I mean, it's not a great class outside of a few players. 4-star athlete with normal. That's really unfortunate. Athlete thumper with star. That's really good. Dallas B, normal for coverage specialist. Man. And then 5-star bump and run with bust, and he's actually normal. I wasn't expecting a normal. Still, pretty good class. It's number 1 in the country in stars, or in points, by 21. And now we're in our bye week. I can check job offers. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really, obviously, interested in that. Staff moves, manage staff. I think we haven't lost anybody, right? No, we're good. Man, GJ Ken has been with us for so long. And then we'll look at the All-Americans. Cam Hackney. Trent Godwin. Kona Wilcox, okay. Nobody here that I know of, I don't think. Alex Trevino, David Ojeda makes it. That's pretty awesome. Morgan Ellington did not make it, interestingly. Byron Chester. And then in the SEC, we have Oscar Thomas make it. Okay. Tyler Cormier. Yeah, no players really here. Peter Swain, Morgan Ellington. And then for freshmen, Yaki Dykes makes it. Did he even play? It says 13 games and he didn't get a single stat. Somehow he makes the SEC freshman tight end team. Wayne Parms, I don't think he played either. Alex Myers, Bryce Barr, Levi Hochstein, Avery Sweat. Did any of these players play? I don't think so. What makes it, that's what makes it competitive. Plus we're all top tier in the same region. So yeah, exactly. Recruiting, playing, it sounds brutal, but that does sound super fun. Definitely sounds fun. And it looks like we'll take on the winner of Tech and Notre Dame in our first game. So I think Tech we played last year. Let's see who we end up playing here. It will be Notre Dame for the first time in this series. So Notre Dame. And they're pretty good. 94 overall across the board. All right. I think that's probably where I'm going to leave it. I have tomorrow I'll stream the final part of the season. So that'll be the last 3 games, assuming we play 3 games of the playoffs. Starting with the quarterfinal and the Cotton Bowl against Notre Dame. But thanks everyone for stopping by. Heaven's Angle, thank you for stopping by. It was cool talking to you. Prodigy, really cool. That sounds like a super fun league. If you enjoyed this stream, please leave a like. Definitely helps out. And yeah, I'll be streaming more like this, so make sure to subscribe to stay in touch. And